I had a gray that was very tame, that would sit in my hand and talk and do everything. He died a couple of years ago. And so my husband thought he needed a mate. So they went to this trader place, and my son said they went in a cage of 1,000 birds, and they just picked one up, and they were wild birds. This is before they couldn't bring wild birds.
Oh, so they were literally wild caught birds?
So I believe he was literally a wild bird.
He's got a round leg band, it looks like.
He does,
yeah.
though.
Oh no, it's a...
That's what I mean.
Yeah, it's an open
he's got
leg
an import band.
So I don't know.
That's
So my husband liked him wild, but he loved my husband. So he didn't. He once in a while he'd nip at him, and me, but he was in the cage and he would feed him. And once in a while he'd get out, and then if he would get out, he would glide down the floor, and I get a towel and I put him back in. That was. So my husband died a month and a half ago.
I'm sorry.
And so I brought the bird here because I'm going to live in Fort Lauderdale now, and I'm afraid of him now. He really dug his beak in my chin and my head, and he aims for the head. He just dive bombs. Let me be honest with you. I brought him here, and I had a parrot once that escaped, and he stayed home with us, but he would fly around and he would stay.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
he just stuck around?
For 4 years.
Wow.
Until one of the neighbor kids captured him and broke his wing. And then I took him back in. And so I was going to let him go and see if we could build that kind of relationship here with him, but that's when he started attacking me. So.
Depending on the amount of work that you are wanting to put in, because this doesn't appear that it's going to be an easy case, but depending on the amount of work that you want to put in, we can start to get you in the right direction and equip you with the tools to be able to hopefully, you know, make his life a little better in captivity and make it so you're not as afraid of him.
Well, my fear is I'm 80 years old, and if I die, I have to give him to somebody, and if he's this wild, nobody will want him. Although someone said there was a sanctuary around here, and
yeah, there's quite a few of them.
that he could probably go there. So he deserves a good life, but I just don't know how to do that for him. That's his usual story.
I was super pissed.
But when I took him outside and he got out of the cage, he can't fly.
Okay.
He's never been clipped or anything, but he glided down to the ground again, and he didn't fly.
He's going to be a tough one.
Do we want to just try and see if he's receptive to the target training and
I
stuff?
think so.
We can at least try and see how receptive he is. I just feel like the long term is he's gonna have to go somewhere.
Well, that's what I really wanted someone to see him that knew something about birds, and if you could train him, fine. If I can't, then he deserves a decent life. My son wants me to give him away. Well, if I feed him, I take the hawk glove, put it on top of the cage. He goes up and he likes to chew on it. And so he will go up there and give me enough time to open the two things and relock them, because he can open them, so that I can feed him.
Okay.
So that's our ritual with feeding right now. She's got that hopeless look that I have. It's like,
Yeah, I mean, I want to see how, no, you're fine. I want to see how receptive he is to the initial stages of training before I make any assumptions about him. But just from the stress level he's having with us in the room, and the fact that he doesn't understand the benefits of a human relationship, and then when you do go, that he's going to be in the hands of people that don't want him, so he's going to end up in a sanctuary anyway. I'm just kind of like, do we just jump ahead and make that really comfortable for him, or do we try to fight through? Because it's going to be stressful for him.
So you're saying help coordinate a sanctuary, or are you saying to...
I'm conflicted at the moment.
Yeah.
I just worry he's spent part of his life as a wild parrot, then was captured, then was sold.
I've had 2 wild caught birds that have become performance birds.
Yeah.
I worked with an umbrella cockatoo that I later found out he was wild caught. And then a Swainson toucan she traveled to like 20 countries with us performing in front of thousands and thousands and thousands of people and arenas with 20,000 people, and she was fine. So there's definitely...
It's doable.
It's definitely doable.
It's the time commitment that I'm worried about, like the timeline that we're working.
Well, mine is the timeline too because of my age. If I were 40, it'd be
Yeah.
something kind of different.
No, I can understand that.
When you booked our consult, what was your main hope or focus?
That he would sit on a stick and I could move him to a standing thing, put him there, I could clean his cage and put him back.
Okay, that's what you'd
Okay.
really love to see happen.
So we almost could use
Without
like a
him-
dowel.
I mean, he literally comes right at me.
I'm just gonna see if he's receptive at all.
Not all the
Do you wanna find that?
He loves those.
Yeah, he just swallowed it.
Those are his favorite.
Can I get you to touch this? Good. Good job. Good job. Super cute. Can you do it again? Good. Good. Oops, dropped it. Dropped it. He's being very gentle. Good. Seems to get it really quick.
Does this weird like twisting thing.
Yeah, and
Seen
it's
him
like
do it a
a
couple times.
gurgling thing.
But he like twists his body.
Good. Good job. Yeah, he's doing it now. It's okay. Has he ever been to a vet?
No. When I first got him, there were no vets that did birds.
Okay.
And I've just had him for 30 years and he never goes anywhere, so.
Because something's up.
Almost
some-
like scoliosis or something.
Yeah, I feel like maybe structurally, like maybe with his back or something, like something's up. And I think he has hypervitaminosis because his feathers are looking really, really greasy, like he has too much of all that stuff. Hey, it's okay. Good job.
He doesn't appear to have a lot of the dander that like the
Yeah,
powder.
he's not producing a lot of powder. Yeah. Hold on. Good job.
You probably get him to go to the bottom perch again.
Good job. You come over here. Come down.
He's like, want to make it a little easier for me?
Now I was studying his foot. It's almost like it's broke and re-healed or something. Yeah, I think he needs like a full workup for us to know exactly what we're dealing with, because there's something off and I don't quite know what it is.
He's also looks like he's been on the same perch sizes.
That could be part of it. He's missing a toenail. I mean, that could be one thing as we we get like a play stand, T-stand thing that we could target him to, and she can use that to move him around. But I still feel like if the quality of life is just move him around so that you can clean the cage, that the sanctuary would be a better quality of life. Do you want to try? I'm gonna give him a treat, okay? So it spooked him a little bit. Just make sure you just give him a tip, okay? Sure. Good.
Good job, kiddo.
Good job. I want him to have to move for it though. Can you bring it over here? Can you do it? Yeah. Yeah, touch his cheek. Good. Well, he's smart, he's receptive. I think we can get there with, if we had like a play stand or something to attach to the cage and then like move him out. I actually thought he'd be better with a man.
Do you need me out of here? What, you remember this? Oh, you're just so terrified. Okay.
Did I try it? So something with men?
So maybe hats, maybe. Do you want to try it with Mom?
But can
You guys
you
wanna
click?
try?
You click.
Hold on, I need to just step back because last time he did well, I was over here kind of out of the way.
Hey. Do you remember this?
Hmm.
You remember? Can you touch a stick? Can you touch a stick? Can you try? Good job. You're an acrobat.
Part of what we can do until we have a solution for the sanctuary is we'd like to go get him a couple different types of perches that are going to be better for his feet. Maybe another toy or two, and we can help install it and feed him in that process. So it's not something you have to worry about since you have some fear with him.
If you know a way that he can go to a sanctuary with other grays, that would be my choice right now. I can't be bit anymore.
Yeah.
I'd have to get a mask and.
We can handle putting all the new stuff in. He needs it because medically when they are on the same diameter perch for their entire lives, it leads to feet issues and grip problems. So our main thing right now is like pretty much revolving all around medical. So if we can get him, I mean, imagine if we take him from this and then introduce him to a giant aviary, he's gonna freak out. So if we can at least do a little bit of it today, it'll all just be working towards that end goal, I think is what Dave's getting at. So if we get some toys, we get some different diameter perching, it'll be stuff that improves his life now, his quality of life, until we can get all the logistics figured out, which may not all happen today if we don't hear back from everybody in a certain amount of time, but we can definitely work towards that and get it going in that direction. But I think in the meantime, having this kind of stuff is gonna be helpful for him to have. So we have spent the morning kind of going around getting perches, getting toys to just kind of jazz up this cage that was pretty bare. Then we did a few training sessions and Lincoln was very responsive to training with me, even did a couple targets for Capri, was super reluctant for Dave, but then we did this one last session and he did it a couple times, but he does this grumbly noise that kind of lets us know he's not super stoked about it. But the cool thing is Lincoln's owner, her name is Amber, was just kind of like, can I do the training?
Yeah, and it was exciting because there didn't seem to be a lot of
not necessarily interest, but initiative to pursue the interest.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden she's like, well, let me try. And so that was
Yeah.
neat, you know, to see that she wanted to make that effort. And so, yeah.
She's been terrified to get bitten because I guess she's gotten nailed in the face quite a few times, and it's been really painful, and she's just at a point in her life, you know, she's over 80 years old, she can't be bit anymore. And so we want to really assure her that this is a training technique that makes it so that you are not getting bit, and we're doing it all through the cage to keep her nice and calm, so her energy is nice and calm for Lincoln as well.
Unlike me, who got destroyed by no-see-ums.
All right, let's go see what happens.
Do you want to see if you can get him to maybe go back up to that perch, one of the perches?
Yeah.
You just gotta get him warmed up for her.
Come on up here. You come on. Come on. Come on.
Is he grumbling?
He does like it almost sounds like water's boiling.
Yeah, I can barely hear it.
Yeah. Okay, I'll try a little closer. Can you come up here? But he does that, and then he does the body twisting.
It's percolating.
Come on. Come on. Remember? It's less responsive right now.
Mm-hmm. Has he used those perches at all since we left?
No, he's been at the bottom of the cage.
Do you think we should move one lower?
Maybe.
When you left, I took a peanut and moved up to the where he always goes up for me, and he came up and he stood on the brown perch.
This one?
Oh, good.
And then he took the peanut, and then he went back down to the bottom and just sat there.
Yeah, the only problem with the peanut is it's about the equivalent of, I don't know,
A session.
20 pine nuts.
Yeah,
So-
so it's about a session.
Fighting a little bit of motivation now.
Alright, and good. A little bit to your left this time.
Can't help it, baby.
Yep. And we'll end it on that.